At 11, a historic night in Atlanta.
Former President Donald Trump surrendering in Atlanta just hours ago. And here is the former president's mugshot released tonight by the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. We're going to bring it up in just a second. There it is. This is the first time in U.S. history a former president has a mugshot following their time in the Oval Office.
And right now we are less than 13 hours away from the deadline for the remaining 7 defendants to turn themselves into custody. They have until noon tomorrow. There are a total of 19 defendants, as you know, including the former president. These are all of the mugshots for the 12 who have already been processed tonight.
And we have live team coverage for you tonight, including 11 Alive's Ron Jones live tonight from the Fulton County Jail. But first, we want to get things over to 11 Alive's own Jennifer Bellamy live right now from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, where the former president just spoke in the last few hours. Jennifer?
Faith, we know things are back to normal out here at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. We also know the former president, Donald Trump, has now landed back in New Jersey, a relatively short trip here to Atlanta for something that will have major and long-lasting implications. We know that this is the 4th indictment that the former president is now facing, the first mugshot that he's taken, and this is all taking place within just the last hour and 15 minutes or so. The former president landed here just after 7 o'clock before heading out to the Fulton County Jail, where he was processed, booked, and all of that in about 20 minutes or so, heading right back out here to the airport. Everything seemingly going very smoothly, very quickly and orderly. And then the former president made some remarks before he left.
What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And everybody knows it. I've never had such support.
The former president saying he had every right to challenge the election here in Georgia and calling it a sad day in America. Now, as I mentioned, it seemed that everything ran according to plan very smoothly, but there was a bit of some chaos outside of the Fulton County Jail. That's where we found Ron Jones tonight. Ron?
Yeah, that's right, Jennifer. So it's quiet right now, but I tell you, a couple hours ago, very intense sometimes. You had people on both sides of the aisle, those who support the former president, those who are against the former president. It got so intense sometimes, folks, that we thought that they were going to duke it out. And of course, calmer heads prevailed, and that did not happen. Part of that is because there's so much security along Rice Street. It's open right now, but you had sheriff's deputies on the other side of the barrier to make sure that things did not get out of hand. And because we had such tight security, which is good news, there were no arrests. Even though we saw a skirmish right up the street not too far where I'm standing, about a dozen deputies ran up there along with some protesters. Nothing came from that. No one was arrested.